Good day everyone and welcome to Exile News, the weekly show that brings you all the important news and informations on Path of Exile. And you know the drill by now, State of the Beta post number 6 by Carl, which starts by promising more informations and more dialogue between GGG and the beta testers, and this has been done with a couple updates in the development manifesto, which we are going to take a look at in a bit. But first, some of the unique jewels have been completely removed. For example, projected force, which had the range to the unarmed weapon too strong for Facebreaker Cyclone, and another example, wisdom of the path not taken, intelligence, it added a lot of intelligence for all the path you had not taken, as the name suggests, and it was really strong, so these jewels have been removed. These jewels, however, have been put on hold and will be rebalanced or function differently. Personally, I find Vampire's Might, which reduced your life leech, however it increased your damage while leeching. I found that to be really good as a concept, so I really hope it comes back. But anyway, there are also new mods to the weapons. This is something GGG said they wouldn't do, however they still did. I'm not sure how that worked, but there are now new mods, and well, it's one new mod and it's added flat fire, cold or lightning damage on hit on a spell. So as you can see in this one, it has 41 to 71 fire damage to spells. Only one of these three types of damage can be rolled for a weapon, so you cannot have added fire and cold on the same weapon, for example. Also, new affixes changes that we were talking about a moment ago, and these are the new tier of the top rolls for all of these. Of course, all of these affixes, for example, there is now, you can go up to 55 of the stats, strength, dex and int. You can go up to 119 life. You can go up to more physical damage and accuracy, even though the old rolls for accuracy and physical damage have been rebalanced overall, so this is still lower than the older one. There is now a mod over the tyrannical mod for the percentage physical damage, and so on and so forth. You can get more resists and more attack speed. So yeah, there is now a whole new crafting to be done, and this is for item levels above 80 usually, except for the attack speed, but that's another point. Most of these weapons mods go on item level 84. How to get this item level? Well, maps now go up to 82, so you can drop them there, and also the new divination cards will drop items, some with item level going up to 100, so those will be really good for crafting, that's for sure. And yeah, we already talked about the Emperor's sequence. Of course, new tyrannical mods, new life mods. Life has been rebalanced also on the lower levels, but that's really not going to make too much of a difference. Also, what we got is new changes in the map drops that are going to happen within the next patch. I think they are not live there yet. However, the point for GGG is to make players to do harder map mods, to make player kill the map boss rather than skipping it, and for players to find higher tier maps challenging to complete but also to sustain. So right now on live you can just roll pack size blue maps and you will pretty much go up on the ladder of maps. However, this is not what GGG wants, so what they're doing is first bringing the higher tier maps a bit closer to the drop rate of the live servers, And then they are making the map bosses more challenging, which is going to be fun for someone, not so fun for someone else, and more rewarding to fight. So they will drop more items than they currently do, but more important, they will be the only monsters on the map that will drop +2 maps. So rare monsters and other unique monsters like Exiles will not drop +2 maps, will only drop +1 maps. And lastly, GGG will review map mods and make sure that challenge is rewarded with an appropriate level of additional item drops. I really hope they do this right for once, because for example, running on a temp chain map, there is absolutely not worth the smallest increase in drop rate it gives. It's definitely not worth the pain in the ass you're going through to clear the map. Same with other mods or very scary mods like -max, especially when it's like -25 max resist. That's crazy and it's generally not rewarded enough, so I really hope this goes in the right direction, and we'll definitely see how that works. Also, we got a skill rework coming up, which is Tempest Shield. Tempest Shield was originally thought out as a defensive/offensive kind of build for spellcaster, where where supporting the skill itself with offensive other support gems would increase the mana reservation. However, that was found not to be worth, and you do not see many players using it. Also, with the new aura changes, it was not going to work anymore, so Tempest Shield has been changed to be a duration buff with a cast cost rather than a permanent reservation. And whenever you block, you will refresh the Tempest Shield buff. So this is of course a gem that's supposed to go with a block heavy build, so you will have to focus on block to use Tempest Shield in an appropriate way. Also, Tempest Shield now unleashes an arc beam at enemies you block, so you will see effectively who are you hitting with and how effective it is. Also, the beam will chain at least once, so this gives the chance to use the chain gem to further increase the bounces and thus the AoE of the skill. The damage has also been increased, so it might actually be used for once, because damage wasn't really that good unless you really made a reflect build, but that was just for the heck of it. So new Tempest Shield coming, sounds like it's going to be really good. Hopefully we will see a Tempest Shield that can be used, especially with the new buffs to lightning that are kind of going around at the moment. Just talking about buff to lightning, here is the Rihannas Fist, a new item of course, and it's the artwork, you can see it's pretty much the Dominus Gauntlet, and there is a reason for it, because it adds a lot of flat lightning damage to attacks while unarmed, and it also adds lightning damage to spells while unarmed, plus granting chance to shock. This is definitely going to be used. This is pretty much the elemental face breaker, and it's going to be great for some builds. For example, the new custom melee kill Cyclone Shock Nova build that's going around lately. This is going to increase the killing speed of the Cyclone, adding 1 billion lightning damage to it, and also adding lightning damage to spells to the Shock Nova that's going to come out afterwards. So really good fists. These are definitely going to be used, no doubt about that. Also, totally unrelated, the 1 week cutthroat event that started this Wednesday, I think. As you can see, the ladder, there is only one ladder because of course it is a standard and not hardcore event. Otherwise most players will just rip instantly and there wouldn't be much fun in trying to kill each other. Even if you don't care about PvP, you should probably just hop in and try to get 1 kill to get that damned achievement, that is try to kill one player, because there's people who have been waiting for like years, I mean literally years, because there hasn't been any cutthroat event for a long time. But anyway, going on, more divination cards have been revealed by GGG, and I gotta say, this is really interesting. The artworks are really good, flavor texts are extremely good. Of course, most of GGG's flavor texts are really good, but you can see many of the types of items that are going to drop. For example, Emperor's Luck, 5 pair of currency. I think it's going to be a random currency. Of course, the values are being balanced, so you will have like a 0 point infinite zeros and then maybe a 1 at the end to drop 5 mirrors of Calandra. It's probably gonna be like 90% chance to drop 5 wisdom scrolls. You know how it goes. But yeah, there are unique items like random unique axe, items with a specific mod like an armor with life, or a one-handed weapon with glyphic. There are wisdom scrolls, I guess, random white items, although the item level of these white items is probably going to be 100, or if not specified, sometimes it's gonna be the level of the player giving in the cards, so you will be able to use these cards to get a specific high level blank item for crafting. Other blank items like Sink Slick stuff, it's going to be good. It's rightly stopped at item level 55 this time, because it will be too powerful otherwise. Although very powerful things exist, like Divination Distillate, Taste of Fate, unique flasks. However, I'm sure these cards will be really rare to find, so I guess Magic finding characters will have a new way to farm stuff, and this is going to be, well, really interesting for once. Hopefully not too strong on the economy, but we'll see how that goes. And lastly, we got a hideout of the week. This is the zoo, the first zoo of Rayclast, and it's been estimated to cost many thousands of dollars in pets. As you can see, all the kiwis on the right, they look really cool, but they are goddamn expensive. And then there are just another billion of animals. Personally, some of my favorites, if it loads, are the deers, which are up here, and here we go. There's a lot of deers up here, really good, guys. I wish I had a deer. I'll probably buy one. Yep, that's good. Okay, so that was really all about this week. If you enjoyed it, leave a like and a comment down below. If you want to remain updated every week, be sure to subscribe to my channel. And that's about it really. So see you guys the next time.